Unlike many others, I wasn't really given the chance to get into Pokemon before. Well, my parents pretty much banned me from watching, playing, or reading Pokemon at a very young age. It seems like they read somewhere that Pokemon was the devil, so they didn't want me or my siblings near it. Which, weird thing is, when I tell other people about my little scenario that I went through, they look at me like I'm crazy. I swear, one of you guys have experienced what I have. Please let me know if your parents have done that too, because they're not the only ones that thought Pokemon was the devil. Well, years passed and I finally got to play my first Pokemon game, Ultra Moon. Look, this is me editing and I just realized that many people do not like Ultra Moon. So I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care. I don't care that it's not the best game. Hey, it's my first Pokemon game, okay? Cut me some slack. Anyways. And it was so much fun! I got so into it, I started buying Pokemon plushies, collecting codes from those Pokemon plushies, and also just playing it almost every single day. Those were some good times. After I finished the game, I kind of just stopped playing the game. I didn't know anything else about Pokemon, so I just, stopped. I didn't have anyone else to talk about it, so it was just kind of difficult for me to do anything with it. Until I met my boyfriend. My boyfriend is a huge Pokemon fan. He loves everything about it. It's pretty much his childhood. And because of that, he's always loved watching the shows, playing the games, but most importantly, he collected Pokemon cards. No, I've never been interested in Pokemon cards before. I would just see it during my trips to the store and I would look at it and be like, why would anyone buy that? Well, now I know. During the first few months of dating my boyfriend, we talked a little bit about Pokemon. I pretty much told him which ones were my favorite Pokemon and asked him about his. He then later sent me a box filled with these cute Pokemon cards of my favorite Pokemon. It was so cute, so I just put them in my little glass thing and just look at it from time to time. But that was kind of my only exposure to Pokemon cards until on my For You page I started seeing Pokemon cards?
Go for it.
Really?
Now, no offense to the whole Pokemon card collecting community, but I didn't think collecting Pokemon cards could actually be fun. Like, look at all these cute cards. They're so cute, but so expensive. And I realized they're quite similar to blind boxes, and I love blind boxes. I love all the Sanrio ones, and I love getting cinnamon roll, and I'm pretty good at them, so they're quite the same thing, right? Now, I didn't really know that scalpers were a big thing, especially with the whole prismatic evolution going on, until I had to ask my boyfriend about it. And that's when he broke the bad news to me. That apparently everyone is trying to get their grubby hands on these things. Like, screw me for wanting to have another hobby. Oh my gosh, people ruin it, don't they? Now, during my days off, I kind of just go to the store and browse around to see if there's any more Pokemon cards around. Which I have been a little lucky. I did find some Surging Sparks and some old Pokemon Go tins. And that was really cool. But there is one story that I would like to talk about. Last thing, because I've been yapping a little bit too much. So sorry. So I went to the store alone, which I was pretty nervous about, but my boyfriend was on call with me. And I went up to the worker and asked him about Pokemon cards. Very nervously. He looked at me, grabbed his walkie, and said, "Code 565. We have someone who wants those." On the other side, I just hear,
"Bring them back."
That was pretty sketchy, wasn't it? I felt like I was in that scene in Jingle All the Way where they went to that whole sketchy Santa Claus place. You know what I'm talking about?
Password.
Pokemon cards. Well, to conclude this whole story about Pokemon and Pokemon cards, I pretty much am just gonna wait it out till until the whole fiasco goes away, because it's getting a little crazy and I see online how much these go with all the people reselling it, and it's diabolical. So yeah, if you guys have any stories about Pokemon or any suggestions about which Pokemon games to play, I am down to listen to any of them because I've been wanting to get more into it. And also, tell me about your favorite Pokemon because mine's, as you can see here, is Alolan Vulpix, Mimikyu, Gloom, which I love so much. Oh my gosh, I wish there were more cards of him and more merch. I want more merch of him. And also Sylveon. But yeah, thanks for joining in. This was my first video, and I'm so sorry. You guys probably didn't notice, but I lost the second half of my audio. So maybe, I don't know if it's noticeable if the audio quality kind of dropped or like my enthusiasm dropped because I had to redo it all over again. But I hope you liked it. Please let me know if you have, and if you want me to make more. Well, actually, I'm still gonna make more. Why even say that? Just let me know if you liked it. Anyways, thank you. I hope you guys have a great morning, great night, great evening, and stay safe when collecting cards. Bye!
So I got a Scarlet and Violet card. I always let my cat sniff it. It's for good luck. I also got a Paldea Evolved. Oh, Star already knows the thing. Sniffy Sniff